It's been a tough morning so far. Our original short at 37 looked pretty good. Well, we got on the wrong side of the market, the oscillating New York tick chart, back and forth, just grinding lower, moving a couple points and then just consolidating it up and down a couple points, consolidating. Just no clear entry or exit strategy signals here. So, although we do have a lower high in the B period, we do have a positive delta across the majority of the board. The last 30-minute column was a little bit negative. I think we had a significantly lower volume. We had a 100, well, not significantly, 170,000 with a negative 2,000 bias. So that's the first column. We had 279,000 with a 7,300 bias. So it's not extremely negative. We just moved a lot, and we're not selling off extremely fast. So I don't see, I'm just a little bit nebulous here, but it looks like we're headed down to the area that we said we would trade within, 26s, the 25s. That might be an area to look for a long for rotation back up toward the 40s. That's what we're going to try to do. I tell you, I'm convinced that when you have a trade that is in a good location and you get stopped out and the market moves the other way, it's just challenging. We're just a couple points away from the 26 area. Well, that 40 area looks like it, for the most part, held. A little pop above it just by a point or two. A couple points over the Globex high was it. This is painful. This is more painful than actually being in the market on the losing side. To have a trade that I lost money on is 11 points higher. Oh, it's a killer. Oh, maybe I should just take the day off. I don't know. Usually when these emotions arise, is not the best thing for sound decision making. We're selling the 30-50s. 30-50. Selling the 30-50s. Might be just a tad early, but that's what we are. But I got about a 6-point stop. Sort of arbitrary. Well, we were a little early on that trade. I think I probably could have got filled somewhere around the above the 31.5 area if I would have waited just another minute or so, but I just don't seem like I have the energy to trade today. If this trade doesn't work, and you might hear the last of us for today. This trade today is just driving me nuts. We're just not on the right side of anything here, and the market's just not facilitating trade very well, and we're going to get stopped out of here. And that might very well be the end of my trading day. I would sure like to say it would be the end of it. I hate to end the day on a loss, but this is just ridiculous. I just don't have the mental aptitude today and the patience necessary to do this today. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Maybe take a walk around the lake. Who knows? Go down the beach. Just, this kind of action just drives me crazy. Look at this action from 31.50 to 35. The NYSE tick is up and down and up and down. Just don't know what to think here. I know there's no longer term time frame sellers in the market. We already tested the lows, although I didn't see any extreme selling or buying tail down there either, which tells me on one hand that there's a good chance we'll test the low again. We didn't see any buying to take us over the 40 area, so we're like in this never land here. But we didn't get stopped out yet, so we'll just stay with the trade. Well, we came close to our 36 stop, but not yet. They're prolonging the agony here. This looks like a good area to sell, actually, but having a 30-50 location short doesn't give us that opportunity unless we increase our position. And at this point, I don't know if I could even manage that. Just not feeling too energetic, and it takes a lot of energy to trade. Plus, it seems that we're repeating the same kind of pattern. Get stopped out, and then the market moves, in the direction that we originally intended. majority of the NYSE tick is actually above us. It's above the zero line. There's a good portion below the zero line, but there's a good portion above the zero line. The moving average is up and down, so I just don't know. Could have a tight range. I mean, we hit 27. The macro picture of what I thought was potentially the trading range seems to have touched the 26-27 area. So if there's one positive to look at, that's it today. Not that we were able to make any money on that assessment, but nonetheless, it'll be interesting to see if we trade in between this 43-44 range and this 26 range. If so, if I do have enough energy later to get back in the market, that we'd be selling the A period highs and buying the C period or D period lows, depending if we get down any lower. Underneath the C period lows to the 26-25 area. We have a rather neutral day so far. $4,400 contracts trading at 35.50. Here comes the 36 tick. Here we come. It's coming to get me. $4,400 at 35.50. 711 at 35.75. There'll be 12 at 36. 15.50 or something, you know. There's 36. Out. We're going to take one more shot at this and sell the 36s short. 36. 35.75 was actually the fill. 35.75. Our stop on this trade, we're going to put close to 37 and a quarter. We're not going to risk anything since we're already way in the hole today. We didn't get stopped out yet. We're going to take the 36.50s out. Minimize our loss because they're definitely going to hit the 37 and a quarters. And I'm done until after. Maybe we'll look at it in the afternoon. I'm done. I'm not coming back. I'm going outside and getting the suntan.